Welcome to another MPA Production stream. I am the guild leader from the MPA community. We are now live on Twitch, YouTube, and as well as a virtual space called Alt Space VR. This is a stream we do Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern for the MPA community. This music production arena community, Discord community. You'll find the link to our Discord at the top of our YouTube and the top of our Twitch. If you're watching, you're not already a member, please do join us there. All right, so this is a stream we mainly work on community collabs and other community challenges and projects and stuff. It's always geared towards members of the community. So please join us to find out more information about that. But right now, we've been working on hot and heavy on community collabs. We're going to continue that today. So before we get started, just going to do the normal setup here. I'm in the virtual space here, alt space, in the studio, hanging out, getting ready for the stream. Going to jump over to the events. I still need to schedule the ones for next week, but here's Fridays. We did this is our third week in a row to schedule to produce on stream Monday through Friday, 3 weeks in a row. Really happy with it. Had a lot of fun. And I don't even feel much fatigue or anything. So definitely going to be continuing it from here on out. So Monday through Friday. Hi, Reba. Thanks for joining. Let me jump in here. So Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, and it's usually anywhere from an hour to 2 hours a day. So it's been a lot of fun, and like I said, it hasn't been too taxing on me. So, all right, stream's working there. The speaker. All right, close that out. We'll get started here. All right, I sent the notification out on Discord. The amino's looking great, so let's check this out. Oh yeah, before we get started, I wanted to recognize this. It says we completed build the community achievement on our Twitch. So it says you can now recognize viewers as VIPs. Pretty much everyone. Hey, Stickley's in the chat. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? What's up, Jesus? Uh, hey, Reba and Stickley. So I was just pointing this out. We just completed this. Because now we can recognize viewers as VIPs. There's so many VIPs to recognize right now. Pretty much everyone that stops by this stream's a regular. So we're going to be tagging some people. I don't know how to do it yet, so I got to figure that out. If anyone knows, please let me know. Recognizing our Twitch viewers as VIPs. It says down here. Let's see, where was that? I don't know where that achievement was. I don't know how we accomplished it. It says you completed build a community. Here it is. Build a community. We needed to. Congrats. Now you can get 5 people chatting at the same time. Yes. Thanks, Fox and the other Twitch viewers for chatting yesterday and the day before. I guess that happened yesterday. Get 5 people chatting at the same time. We did that. Reach 50 followers. We did that. Okay, so here's like a manage roles. Congrats. Now you can grant VIP status. So let's free stream bot. How do I get people on this list? Add new. All right, let's start with Fox Galaxy's been here since the beginning. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. There's the Fox. Did it add him? Did it add the Fox? Try that again. Fox of Galaxy. We can only add one of your accounts, Fox. All right, add role, VIP. Save. All right, who do we got next? If you're a longtime member of Amino, you're getting VIP at least. I don't know how many VIPs I can give out. Let's see here. Add new. Go to Reba's been coming to the chat each day and saying hello. Reba, add role, VIP, save. Stickley, good to see you again. I know you stream sometimes too. Let's add a role, Stickley. STYKLY. Add role, VIP, save. VIP's in the chat. All right, very nice. Thanks again for people showing up. I love these achievements. They really help kind of motivate this whole situation. Good. Achievements. And there's a bunch of other ones where we're going to be, getting to, so that's going to be nice. All right, so that was for having three. That was for having at least 3 viewers yesterday. Like if I hit channel analytics, this is yesterday. Peaks here. See something. I need to set up a quick key for this, but I can actually just do that. All right, so yeah, yesterday we had 3.9 viewers in chat, so that was nice. So thanks again. Anyways, let's move on with that. That's enough about the stats and the analytics, but just think that's really cool that we got some of those achievements, and I think the VIP thing's really neat. So, all right, yeah, that's monitor one. My monitor one is on the right, and monitor two is on the left. That's backwards. Okay, so I sent out the spreadsheet again. Well, let's just look real quick. I got a couple other things to show. Get off that. So we got the amino looking nice. Those that have logged in today lately. It all looks different. The main chat, if you're on the mobile device, you'll see the background and everything on the mobile. Blay set that up for us. That's really nice. So I need water like usual. Okay, and so that changed there, and all across the board. I'm just letting everyone know this third day in a row for me to announce this, but Music Production Arena. There'll be official posts going, but I've been announcing it live on stream too for those that check it out. But you'll notice all across that it's now Music Production Arena, not Music Production Amino, except for when you're on the Amino, but it's the same community. So don't worry about that. And it's just a branding thing for our other platforms to make more sense, because we got members coming into the community now from Twitch and from other places, from our feedback stream even, and just people I meet in the virtual space and stuff. And I invite them in. They don't really know what Amino is, and they don't. No one really wants to join the Amino. They all want to just because they don't know what Amino is. So I mean, they just join Discord. They follow all our other channels. We want something that makes more sense to them, so we named it Music Production Arena. So that's why you'll notice a change. So there's a branding issue. The logo, I mean, branding change. So the logo's been changed all across the board, and so has the some of the background, like the banners and stuff like that. But it's the same community. If you just want to refer to it as MPA, you are more than welcome. Let me get some water. So I can talk. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to talk and hang out in the continue to talk. I'm gonna start talking more in the amino because the amino's of course been dying, and I'm not trying to kill it off at all. I want to see what I can do to revive it. So expect some weird things happening in the amino in the coming up thing. It might become a big part of this whole arena thing after all. So the amino is going to be a special place for right now. It's the perfect place to do our blogging and posting of more detailed and better looking blogs. And it will get VIP. Let's give everyone VIP that comes by. Actually, I already have a list of people that have been coming by the stream. I'd show y'all all my networking spreadsheets, but I don't want y'all to think. I don't want anyone to think I'm insane. But no, I got everyone that comes by the stream. I take note of people that I recognize, and I have, I mean, the normal members of Amino that have been in the community for the past 4 years that I've been leading it or whatever. Uh, I have everyone written down, and I'm gonna go through now and give pretty much all the regular Twitch users VIP. All right, so it's looking great. We're gonna update some of that. And there's gonna be some new styles of posts going on there, maybe some events to bring a little bit more life back in there. All right. Stickly, you still streaming, right? You do some production streams every once in a while. We're also trying to build up a network of members that want to stream somewhat regularly. You don't have to be like scheduled, but somewhat regular production streams. And we'll add you to our host list and stuff. That's another one of our achievements I'm trying to get is we need to add 4 people to the auto host list. I think, even though we only have a couple on there, I've had multiple people, a few different people on there at different times, and now we've already got. So I just need 4 out of 5. So it's like this achievement here. Add 5 channels to your auto host list. It says I've already done 4, so I just add 1 more to auto host. Whoever wants to stream, and we'll have 5 there. And we'll get the Mr. Roboto achievement. Let's go. Close that out. All right, so here is the community collab spreadsheet. This is going to be, so if you've seen me share this link anywhere yet, please copy it and save it. I'll be adding this link to all the posts that have to do with the collabs as well. So, I mean, I will. There'll be multiple places to find the link, but this is the link for the collabs. All right, Sticky, I'm going to add you anyways for now, just because I've seen you stream before, and that's going to give us the Mr. Roboto achievement. So, that'd be cool. I might stream at times. Fox, of course, I'm going to add you then. If you start streaming, I think some of our members will start streaming more and more. I've always wanted to get a small network of streamers. Picture like a TV channel you can turn to, and it's just nothing but streamers, producing music, and we one day in the future had so many people in the little network, we could potentially have a schedule where, someone's show comes after this person's show, and then your show's next, and their show next. And that'd be neat to have a network like that. So, dreams of the future. So, everyone let me know if you're trying to get into production streaming, and if you have any questions, I could probably help you with the setups and stuff, but just let me know, and we'll get that set up. Okay. Here's that link. There's the Google Doc link right there. If you don't already have it, you can join that doc, or you can view it at any time, and you'll see all the information about the community collabs that we're doing. It's out of the way. So it's almost populated with all the stuff it needs. The main thing we're going to be working on a lot, maybe even next week, but even over the weekend, I'm going to work on is getting all the loops for the loop packs. But we do have a demo for pretty much all these. We're gonna make a demo today for the ones that we don't. So then right now you can go to the spreadsheet. You can see the information. Some of them even have names now. Names of the track, the producers collaborating. You can see the beats per minute. See there's a link, the key. You can see there's a link to the demos, and that folder is going to fill up as we get more demos. Yeah, for sure. And also, that's an open invitation for collaborating too. So we can do stream collabs and raids. We can raid each other's channels. That's more achievements. And also, if you look over here at the spreadsheet, I got this collab stuff going on. So you can join any of these collabs, stickly. And really, I got Zandit, and Zandit streams also. So Zandit um, we're basically collabing with Zandit's channel with doing this. Zandit made the samples for this pack on his stream, and then I came to my stream and working on the collab. So that's pretty neat. Fox is here every day collaborating on this channel. So we go get a little network of people to support each other. All right, I'll get that set up for sure. All right. See here. The ones that are closed on the spreadsheet means that the producers haven't yet, we haven't got to the point in that collab where we're either inviting new members in, or it has another reason to not even be going yet, like looking for samples. I haven't yet messaged DLC about this, but DLC then just sent me a bunch of samples a while back when I was still living in Nevada, Vegas, and I was working on some collabs, but then I got busy moving, and I moved here, and I just haven't ever got back to work on the collab. So when I started doing the live stream again, I was like, for the collabs, I was like, okay, this is perfect time to pick up those DLC Ninja collabs. And I was like, message DLC. I was like, hey, you want to do that? And he's like, yeah, that sounds great. And I went to go look for the samples. I can't find the samples anywhere. The only samples I could find came from another DLC Ninja pack, which was a DLC challenge that he did for the community. And CJ Kamikaze, friend of DLC's, gonna be in the collab. So anyways, you'll see there's a couple other ones that are closed off for whatever reason. Either that we basically already got the idea, or for it's a certain genre or something like that. And you might get invited into a collab that's closed, and you might get a private invite to be joined into a collab. But don't worry too much about the ones that are closed. This one will probably be opened up soon. This one we're going to work on today, and we'll probably open it up for people to join. But there's going to be plenty to open collabs to join, and I don't care how many producers want to be in on one collab. Probably around 4 or 5 at the most, but we'll see. All right. So if you don't have, just save the link to this spreadsheet if you want to check it out later or whatever, and then I'll post it. I'll be sure to post it in the Discord. Oh yeah, we have down here at the bottom members that have said they want to send me some samples. They're just still working on the samples, so I guess still pending. Yaley, Enso, Eggleg, Emerald, Ski Lion. They're all going to be sending samples at some point. So exciting. All right, it's MPA Community Collab Season 1. You'll find the playlist on our YouTube. So if you want to ever go back and watch all the streams from this series or whatever it's going to be, you'll find it labeled as Season 1. Gonna minimize this. All right, so all week, and I was gonna say one more time, I'm pretty happy that we made it through 3 weeks now, and all this week we've been kind of building up this spreadsheet here and getting these links here. I mean, now we have demos to all these, and there's just a couple that are missing the demos. I know for sure that the Mr. Fox track, can't remember the name. I think this has a name too, but this track is missing the samples. I mean the demo, so we're gonna do that right now. It's a neat sounding track, and then I think they all you'll see the demos if you go listen to them. They're very, some of them are just very just an idea kind of thing. Oh yeah, Chicka joined yesterday. Chicka joined collab 3 at Bass Genix, named the song Running, came up with some lyrics already, and Chicka will be sending in some acapellas. So and then on Discord. Okay. I didn't finish my template, so we're just gonna be going with the blank template for now, but I got a new template coming. Just templates to make streaming life a little easier. Things I don't want to keep setting up every time on stream to bore any of the viewers to death. All right, so let's pull up. All right, so that's what's neat. So if you look at the spreadsheet, you're going to see all those links to the different packs, and you're going to be able to get samples, potentially free samples from the members. The samples will have the names of the producers in it. And it's not going to be the original samples they send me. They're going to be resampled versions most of the time, unless they're already in a good format. I'm just going to be uploading perfect loops to those packs with the names, the BPM, the keys, producer names, info, all that stuff. People are going to be able to download the packs, remix the songs, and the longer the streams go on, and the longer the viewers watch and stuff, the more content there's going to be, and we really are going to finally have that MPA sample library we can share. So that I'm excited about that, and I'm honored to be the first person to play with a lot of these samples. So let's see what we got. I can remember where I put them on my project. Okay, so today we're just trying to get that 10th collab demo. So we already got it. If you want to hear what the other collabs sound like, just go check out that spreadsheet. There's a link for each one, or check out yesterday's stream. I think I played through them all. But we don't have the demo for this last one, and we haven't yet even on stream really put these pieces together. This is a fun one because if you look at the folders on this one, as soon as I remember where it is, I don't know what it is. I put it in the wrong folder to begin with. Let me go fix that right now. But if you look at the way this one's set up, this is already set up in some kind of an arrangement, which is nice because we haven't had any other we haven't had any set up in arrangements yet. It's just been like samples, and we haven't yet done the arrangement of any of the tracks. So this one already kind of has an arrangement, so that's neat. Capital Drones. I think it's the name of the track. Let's put this. We'll put this with the other one. Right, I'm just gonna rename this for now, Mr. Fox Pack. Sure. X is how I think they spell their name. Fox Pack. Project 1. And see what I mean? It's pre-intro, intro, build up 2, drop 1, drop 2. I'm so curious about how, like, I'm gonna lay these in here. So I'm guessing there's samples in each one of these folders that need to be put into the same mixer track, basically. All right, I forgot to send out the notification on Amino again. My bad. I'm still gonna push that out right now, so give me a second while I pull that up. Figured we'd start notifying people there too. Again, it's not my intentions to kill it off any quicker than it already has been dying. It's my opposite exactly. So let me see. The right date on today's stream? Yes, the 6th. All right. All right. So I don't know if that's gonna go out. Shit. Okay. Reba in the chat said, "Is it common to automate beats per minute? I have 2 parts in my song that sound better at 10 beats. 10 beats per minute? Oh, in a 10 beats per okay. But I don't know how to automate it without running the score as a whole. If it sounds good, it is good, Reba. I'd automate it. You know what I mean? Because you're going to make plenty of other tracks where you don't automate it. So you might as well make one where you do automate it. You know? So much music in the world. We got to start getting really creative with it. So I would automate it if it sounds neat, if you can make it sound good. I would personally automate it in a way that sounds good. You could either like make it obvious that it's speeding up or slowing down, or you just change it at a spot where no one noticed that it changes. It just has a different feel. Whatever sounds better, but I would change it. I've never done that. I've seen it done in classical music all the time, and even some pop songs. Some DJ intros will have a different BPM just to help transitions, but I've never done that personally. All right, Ghost. These samples look nice. I'm just gonna leave this folder over so we can drop them in. I believe this track is at 125. But to answer your question, is it common? No, it's not common, but acceptable. So dry in my room today for some reason. I'm dehydrated. Give that free intro. Sounds like the beginning. Just watch it sweep. Here we go. Drink some water. Okay, so what do we got? 125. I wonder if these start all right where they need to be. Notice how they're not all necessarily landing where you would think they would land. So I'm thinking that they're not lined up necessarily where they should be, but I don't know. Maybe they're designed this way. I would think they would be more like this. Even. I mean, maybe like this. I could be wrong. We don't know. I don't know how these should sound, but these could even be like supposed to be right way before the drop. You know, that's probably what it is. They're not supposed to be right on the line. They're supposed to be like a bar before the thing, and they're all kind of who knows. I would think they should be like that. Okay, let's put a limiter. Detach this window. Throw it over. Yeah. Boost this for the stream. That tail should be tamed a little, but that's nice. I like the way that sounds. Really like that one. Put some delay on that and some reverb and some automation. It's gonna be nice. Like a couple of these have a really sharp, like transient at the very end, but it won't cause a problem as long as you like lower the volume or like fade it out or like reverb it out or something. I've got like some kind of transition on it, and it won't it won't cause that big of a deal issue. So anyway, let's leave all that like that. Let's see what else we got. So that's supposed to be the pre-intro. So the next one would be the intro. All right, we've got different parts here. This is a fun pack right here. I like the way it's set up. I like the way it's organized. So here it is. This is the like a construction kit is what this pack reminds me of. Put together a whole song. All right, so we have the bass, sound effects box, and this is all for the intro. We know that it's for the intro. It says that for the intro. So I'll put a marker here. It says intro. Let's be real. It's got to be 4 bars there. So we'll make this the pre-intro. I've never called a pre-intro. Okay, it's just like okay, I get that. It's just like the beginning of the track for effect. I'm still just gonna label it what I usually label. Start here, and it's gonna go here, and it's gonna start in the intro. Cool. So this is the bass. we start giving everything its own track? Let's do that. I'm just gonna make this one easy since it's not the template. This will probably get all moved over to a different. And we'll give the bass track. There we go. Like an analog feel. There's like a really nice analog attack to that. I hope these are like, see how that is? I can pretty much guarantee you this needs to be like this. It's just the way, I think this was, it might have been, that tells me this was recorded from an external synth or something, because you get that little bit of latency and delay from like piping audio and channels through like different things or something. But that was, that right there, you zoom in, right? That's, I don't know, maybe you get away with just that much, but that to me just still, it drives me crazy if I don't zoom in, just put it right there. Hey, what's that? Reba's asking, what's that last icon in FL's miscellaneous section? What miscellaneous section? Oh, why did I do that? What miscellaneous section, Reba? Close the chat out. Bad habit of mine. Last icon in the miscellaneous section. Pretty sure I could tell you if I know which one you're talking about. Icon. Where is the miscellaneous section Reba is talking about? Chat. Where is, when you add icons to channels or tracks? Okay, there's this list of icons. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Let's find out. It's the FL Studio channel where we learn about FL Studio. Change icon. Talk about these. These are routing options. These squares. So this is Dolby Digital surround sound, stuff like that. So you got front speakers, rear speakers, center speakers, things like that. It's even got side sounds. So these are more than dope. 5.1. It's like 7.1. I don't know what you call it. And then you've got, you know, left, right, different. This is like different stereo stuff, and these are routing, like buses, 2 in, 1 out, 3 in, 1 out, 1 in, 3 out, things like that. I don't know what the airplane is. Sending, when you send something. This is a line in, line out, I would imagine. You got some numbers. Hey, Xandit's in the chat. Xandit, guess what we got going on since you're here? You are now VIP in the stream. We hit a achievement. Another achievement where now we can grant viewers VIP here. So let's go. Insight, achievements. We hit build a community achievement and lets us, congrats, you can now grant VIP status to viewers. So we've been granting roles. I'll be around the Twitch chat after I get home, by the way, vibing at work moment while I'll load a few course. Sounds good, Zen. I'm gonna go ahead and add you right now since I pulled this up. All right. Manage roles. This is moderator, restream bot. Oh, it's our restream bot. That makes so much sense. I'm like, who is this bot? It's the chat. Okay. Fox is back. I'm adding Xandit now as a Xandit stop by. VIPs in the chat. Ooh, two Xandit account. I'm gonna go with this one. Nice. What can y'all do as a VIP? Does it just say VIP next to your name? It doesn't say it here. What's special about being a VIP? Xandit, I gave you VIP. I don't know what it does though. I don't know what it does though. I just know that we can now give people VIP in the Twitch viewer stream. But you're on YouTube right now. Y'all are both on it. Y'all are all YouTube right now. Reba's in the Twitch chat. All right. How's your day going, Zanet? How's work? Did you get a copy of the spreadsheet yet? It has all the information about our collab, and there's a demo, a really rough, quick drum and bass demo for our collab we're working on. Right, I'm gonna get back to this. VIPs, very important people. All right. Well, I meant a different column. The one that starts with the gear icon. The one that starts with the icon. Let's see. Where can you set the icon? Let's do this. Rename icon. Reba, which one? You talking about here? You talking about the little person? That's Willie. His name's Willie, I think. His name's Willie. You gotta look him up. I don't remember the whole story. I would think his name's Willie. FL Studio Willie, I guess. Is that what we're gonna type in? I'm scared of what's gonna pop up. Why is he there? It's a FL Studio cookie meme inside joke, I'm sure. Image line. You know, they have little mascots and stuff. Willie from Bar Billy. I don't know. But it's just I heard a story about it once. It's funny because I had the same question at some point. Have a good stream, Gil. Thanks. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later. For sure. Okay. Xandit, everybody streams also. Check out Xandit's channel. It's you'll find the link to Xandit's channel at the bottom of our channel somewhere as recommended channels. Should auto host, although I've never seen the auto host feature work yet, so I don't know. Alright. What we got? What we got going on? Don't have my template. It's throwing me off. Alright. Yeah, that's a nice space. But what I'm looking for is this folder. That would be the bass. Then we got sound effects. Wow, Mr. Fox, like, you know, heavy on the sound effects, which I'm sure is gonna sound great. Like movie impact kind of sound effect. This is Mr. Fox, Collab 10, 125 beats per minute. I haven't figured out the key yet. Mr. Fox is actually a long time ago member, but just hasn't been on Amino or anything for a long time, but reconnected with Fox. Mr. Fox, that is. And now Mr. Fox has joined the collabs. And you're gonna see a lot of these people that you don't necessarily remember or recognize, but they're for some reason on my contact lists, and I've asked a lot of people to collab, and they're gonna be so it's gonna bring the community together. People will meet, I guess, at these collabs. So Mr. Fox remembers a few of you, I think, but just back in the day member. All right, so I just think it's funny, and there's as many foxes we have in the community. Foxes, and I guess it's not just foxes, that's wolves and other things that makes me. I have to go on a spirit journey to find my spirit animal, I'm guessing. I don't know. I will do that. Okay. Watching anime earlier, Log Horizon. Has anyone seen Log Horizon? I like pretty much any anime that has to do with a virtual world. Most of them are like MMO style worlds. It's like Overlord, I think there's one called. There's Hackroot. There's of course what's that big one? Yeah, movies. Fox doesn't watch anime. I don't watch much anime, but I do like certain ones, like I'm describing. There was the I'm not gonna try to think of the name I'm thinking of, because that's gonna just distract me. Alright, so I was just thinking of what I was watching earlier, Log Horizon. It's pretty good. Okay, those are a lot of impacts. I don't know if they're all supposed to play at the same time. I think they are, and I think they're supposed to be compressed together somehow. Because the way I think this pack is put together, or maybe this is just like options. I don't know. I mean, I've seen people produce like that, by stacking so many effects and then smashing them together just to get some new texture. I don't know if that's what's meant for all these. That's a lot of effects. And a bass. I bet if I filter all these, take my time and run every one of these through a channel and get them sounding really good, I'm sure I can. All right, so let's go back. Then we got the box. One seems to be cut right. I like this. That reminds me of like something Odessa would use in their music. Why it's saying something. I wonder what it's saying. Okay, so let's go to the next part. That's cool. So again, this sample pack's in some kind of arrangement form. So here's the build up. Go back to the bass. I'm guessing this bass needs to be put in this other bass track, right? That's what I'm gonna do. And I would imagine that these sound effects up here be put somewhere into these other channels somewhere. Sweep bro. Look at these names. Sweep bro, sweep. So these are sound effects, these are sound effects. These would basically be routed in some of these same mixer tracks. The bass here. They don't have to be. It could be a different bass. That's nice. Y'all who's using headphones and who's using speakers? Who's just listening on their cell phone? It's real nice bass. I would use that for subs a lot too, and even leave a lot of the high end in there. All right. So I'm guessing. So this is probably what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means this is gonna be the drop spot. Headphones all day. I'm using my headphones right now too. I would hook up my monitors, but I don't have good placement. My room for them really, or acoustics aren't the best. Acoustics aren't that bad, but don't have the best placement, and they're not like definitely not going to get next to my speaker, my computer right now. So it's just be weird to have sound coming from behind me. So I'm using just the DT770s like so many people use. Fox is referencing our tracks, referencing the mixes on everything for us. All right, let me know how it sounds in the car. That's the car test. The car test is my favorite test. You got to do all the tests. You got to test it in the earbuds, the laptop speakers, the desktop speakers, the nice speakers, the cheap speakers, good headphones, cheap headphones. I listen to them on an Android cell phone, Apple cell phone, all of the different things. Reference your mix everywhere. Take notes. You'll get a really good overall ending mix. That's how you mix and master with that. I mean, mix anyways without a professional studio. There we go. But when you're referencing your track on other devices, don't just listen to your track. You're going to go listen to your track on another device to get an idea of what it sounds like. First, listen to your favorite music on that device. Get your ears used to what your good music sounds like on that device. Then listen to your track, because every device is going to sound different. You don't want to think your track sounds bad just because the device sounds bad. So it's like, learn the device that you're listening to it on. Just reference tricks. Not all of those reference tricks I stole from Instagram posts. Just some of them. Some of that stuff you just learn for years of producing. All right. That sounds good. I'm going to pull in leads. I guess a melody here. Let's figure out what key this is in. Yeah, I just like to throw some stuff out there sometimes, you know. Definitely. Talked a lot about reference tracks and stuff on the feedback streams, and just kind of, what's this? This is part of the build-up, not the. This is the build-up. This is all the build-up. Let's leave this stuff on. Figure out what's kind of supposed to sound like. I love that beatboxing thing. Okay, let's route some of this to the mixer. That bass hits so weird and hard. Oh yeah, so let's take that bass. Or this bass here. So this one's on 6. Let's put this other one on 6. And we'll just put like a limiter on there. Just for now. This beatbox thing, I want to EQ it already. Like the drink Fanta? I like the red Fanta. There's a lot you could do to process these from this beatbox. A lot of low end in these that it's kind of keeping it. This is not the permanent track. Is the reason why I'm not like really sticking to my organization on this one. I just want to get a demo here, and I really want to hear what these sound like. So that's fun. Reverb on those pluck. Also gonna drown this in reverb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's where it's supposed to stop. Those were the synth. There's more sound effects. Got to figure out which channels to route all these sound effects in. There's so many sound effects in the pack, and there's different parts of the song. So I'm thinking that a lot of these sound effects need to be routed to the same mixer track. I like this. And this is Mr. Fox. For those that know Mr. Fox, I don't know if many members know Mr. Fox. There's another one of those members I'm talking about that like doesn't hang out around the Amino too much. Joined the Discord because we made a Discord, but they're more active on SoundCloud, YouTube, and other channels. They're not like they don't hang out in chat. But we're gonna start getting a lot of members maybe hanging out on the streams because Mr. Fox has stopped by the stream a few times. So we're gonna get members hanging out at the streams that don't normally hang out in the community. That's gonna be neat. I'm excited for that. So, build up one. I'm guessing we'd go into drop one. We're not just gonna go build up. That'd be weird. Let's go to drop one. Open up the base. It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't find the drums soon. Okay, look at all this bass. Oh my goodness. How do you layer this much bass on top of each other? Oh, okay. So Mr. Fox has a very unique way of producing. This is interesting to me. I mean, I wouldn't say very unique. It's just something I didn't expect. Like all these just little bits, all to make it. Like I could tell all these little bits are supposed to make up kind of like the bass line. So I guess it's kind of a complex show thing, maybe. Let's hear it. I forget what it sounds like, to be honest. All these little bits. This is all bass. So, mellow pluck, mellow bite, mellow bass. I don't know if I'm supposed to route all this to the same mixer drum. I'm gonna play these. I'm gonna mute the mic while I eat some crackers because my stomach's growling. Here we go. This needs like pressure limits or something bad real quick. Look at those peaks. Those all over the place. Okay, I just really don't get this. I'm gonna put all these other little bits through channel 11. I mean, mixer track 11, and I'm gonna leave the other one on 10. See if I can just lower all those things. Yeah, I think that sounds more right. That sounds like some dead mouse or something there. If you lower the volume of those, so let's put a lot of these through 11. Yeah, okay, I like all these little bits. I'm getting it now. They're kind of all the same thing. That's why I'm gonna put them all to the same mixer track. They're just, I don't know how they were sampled out as separate things. This sounds like a different kind of bass. Oh yeah, this is like the bottom end of it. It all goes together. This is a really nice bass line. It's like almost like like future house. I guess it could also be baseline of future house, but like tech house meets future house. Let's these in their own. Hmm. These are like a sub thing. It's just a lot of layers of bass. I usually don't mess with like so much bass layer as long as not all the hits are hitting at the same time. But if you look here, a lot of the hits are hitting at the same time. Is that where I just smashed that channel with a limiter? Is that what y'all do as the layered bass producers? I don't know. Let's find that kick drum. I think I need to loop this. Drums. We did it. We did it. We found the drum. Okay. I always do that. You do that. Okay. Fighting, drums, rhythm, kick drum, really heavy kick drum. Let's sidechain everything. All right. Get this going on. I'm gonna put the kick at the very top. The dominant thing here, right? Route this all to this channel here and put this at the very first track. Okay. Play this first by itself. Yes, 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 yes. Nice kick. Honestly, need to go listen to some Mr. Fox's tracks. I forget kind of what Mr. Fox's tracks sound like right now, other than well, that's hard to say. I've heard a lot of Mr. Fox's stuff. Let's just say that, but without hearing a completed song for a bit, I kind of forget. Okay, that works. That works. Let's see where this is hitting. Let's open up fan. Come on. 7.2. I actually like mine. This is not a rule, like a hard and fast rule. This is just how I mix. I want my kick at -9 just because I know where I'm gonna set my uh, just all my other levels in relative relationship. I want my kick at -9 or around there. Gosh, gotta sound good. I'm more talking about the low end of the kick, not the high end of the kick. So to do that, I'm just gonna play this again. I'm gonna reset this and lower that kick just a tad. But I want to make sure it's the low end, not the high end, that's causing the problem here. -8's good. All right, you don't got to be too picky, but there's -8.2. I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. But I want to make sure it's the sub, not the high end doing that. So I'm just gonna open up a. I'll just open up EQ. Actually gonna put it on linear phase just for this test. I don't want the phase to cause any issues. Cut. Yeah, so that's just the low end making it hit up there. It's not the high end. It's -8. You can also tell by just looking at me like other metrics. This is fine. Like this. Good levels. Turn this off. I don't want this on here right now. Here's our kick. Now I'm gonna take that kick and send that channel to all these other bass channels, although I forget which ones they're in. I know it's 11, 12, 13. So let's just sidechain all this. Take this track 1. Or the levels will sidechain to this track, sidechain this track. I could just make a group for all this bass. And what do I want to do? For this, I want to make a group. So I'll take 15, I'll move it over here in front of first bass channel. Bass. So I'll just go like route to this track only, route to this track only. So then I'll just sidechain the kick to that bus. Sidechain to this track, open up the limiter. Compressor. Kick drop 125, I guess. There we go. I forgot that we had all these other percut. Like, where did all that stuff come from? Like that. How's this kick? Like, oh. Alright, this is nice. Nice, heavy, hard hitting track. Save it. Save it, says Fox. Files. Save. I gotta rename all these, but just to keep things kind of organized. Community. D. Thank you. Excited to work on that drum and bass track that you sent samples for. With, Zandit and Fox the Galaxy. Okay, then the next part of the song is... Oh, wow. Never know what I'm going to see when I open one of these folders. Just one sample in this folder. Okay, I guess we can put those other drums in there. Oh, it's just a little bitty pluck thing. What makes me think it needs to be like that? Or am I supposed to have swing? Sounded better a little bit. Leave it like that. That's the way the sample was. It bugs me when I don't see things line on the grid, even though I know things aren't supposed to be live. Like every one of these is like the same distance off. Makes me think that this needs to be like this. Sounds right, but this sounds humanized. So I'm gonna leave it like this. I think. I think so too. Blay Hub, the one that does the feedback stream live casting, and for whatever reason, Blay Hub, I can't remember why. Blay told me, I just can't remember why right now. Forgive me. But doesn't want to use Restream.io for some reason. So it's whatever. But I think that'd be nice too. I think it would help the stream when we do the feedback stream, because it is coming back. There's going to be an announcement. I mean, a post about it coming soon. But when it does come back, it's going to still happen on Fridays, but there won't be a production stream that day, probably. I'll be worn out. Even though the time slots still work out, because we do the feedback stream earlier, I'll probably just going to be too worn out to jump over and do a production stream. Plus, I don't want to, like, just, I don't want the feedback stream to be up all weekend, not just the latest production stream. So Fridays that the feedback stream happens, which is only going to be once a month, by the way. So it's once a month. It's going to be a Friday feedback stream. And we're going to do it. We're going to gather more people. We're going to probably make it longer, something like this. We're going to make sure there's more promo and more viewers and all this stuff that Belay wants to do. So when that happens on those Fridays, there won't be a production. But for those that want more stream time, that likes to come to the stream, Saturdays I'm going to try to do fun stuff too. It's not going to be the same as these. It's going to be more just other things that I do. And they're going to be later probably even later though, like at night for me. So, but anyway, Saturday there will be some content every once in a while too. I'm going to leave these off grid for now. I kind of like it. I'm going to add a lot of reverb to this. Okay, that is not where I thought it would be. I'll worry about the mix later. Just trying to get everything in here. I'm curious what it sounds like. I'm trying to get everything in here. Let's see, there's like all kinds of stuff. Wow, it's like so much stuff. There's the snare clap thing I was looking for. The limiter's gonna drive me crazy if I don't get this mixed right, but there's just so much stuff here. I'll definitely have to take my time on this one. There's just so much stuff. Alright, I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I know it's not mixed right. I'm just mixing it in a way that doesn't destroy my limiter over here. I'm gonna have to do a different mix on it later. I want to see what this next part is. We lower up this. We got perks. Mr. Fox went off on this track. Mr. Fox snap. Sharp hats. That needs like some delay, like some triple kind of house delay kind of thing. I don't know. All right, sound effects. Gotta have sound effects. There's. Trash seemed off. Alright, so what do we got next? Like, build up to. Crazy, there's not gonna be like a little breather here. I would think to add some kind of like breakdown then to build up, but what's this? Roll around. Roll around. I wonder if that's. Oh, you know what? Here's probably what the track's supposed to sound like right here. That's probably what I end up dropping in the. I bet there's already a demo in here. I don't want to play that yet. That's if that sounds better than ours, which it probably will. That's what I'm gonna drop in the folder. Drop build up. Here. 7. Nice. I guess not just the same loop. Where's that other? Track 8. This could use some sidechain stuff going on too. I mean, if this was a normal like progression, this would be longer. So I'm almost gonna say this intro needs to be repeated over here. What am I doing? Like that. Then build up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, we won't make it the same as the intro, but it needs to have like this. I think it leads back into. A lot of sweeps that don't need to be there. I mean, they need to be like. Okay. First of all, I love Deadmau5's music. Fox. Yeah. No, that's what a lot of people like don't wonder. I mean, it's not just Deadmau5 that does it. There was some other people that did it too and stuff, or a lot of people that kind of maybe just came after Deadmau5. But polyrhythms and like like melodies or different kind of counts. Just different kind of things. But that's what makes things interesting and not predictable. It still works. I love that stuff where like it works. It sounds right. But if you like look at it on paper or you really think about it or you try to follow along, you realize like the notes and the melody aren't always landing on the same beat that you would think. They're kind of like they catch up to each other like at the very end of the entire progression, but they kind of lose. Yeah, polyrhythm. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm eating crackers again. That's a cool. I guarantee some rhythm. I mean, you could make a EP of rhythm music called polyrhythm if it hasn't already been done. So there's just like I gotta control those impacts and stuff. Anyways, I'm thinking another like section like this, and it goes to the build up. Ah. Alright. I remember to eat before the stream next time. Oh, that's cool that we got that stuff. I'm even more curious right now to hear this on the other build up. Ollie Rhythm. DJ with a big parrot hat. I gotta do something to that roll thing. It's not my preferred style of build up. This is just the cliche build up. But nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna have to you wanna filter these out just like you filter out the rest of the stuff. So it sounds like it transitions basically. Not really meant for that one, I guess. I do want to copy those vocals. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't do that. Are you sure you want to exit? Not what I want to do. Okay, so. Wow. As much as I said I love this pack kind of hard to work with on stream. Look at all this stuff. All right. So what I mean is this is all going to be routed to different mixer tracks, I'm sure. And all these plucks probably belong to the same mixer track as these other plucks and stuff, bass things. Just got to find the same one. I hope they have the same name. Deep Future Drop. Deep Future Drop. Gotta be. That's the way. See, they're not even lined up. Cube 808. Bass drop to Cube 808. Topic. Oh my goodness. Smooth drone. Smooth drone. So I'd have to match all these up. More importantly, I'd have to match them up in the mixer down here. But I mean, someone that loves to be as organized as I am, this is a little insane. All right, so I'm gonna leave that for alone for a second. Actually, I'm gonna go back up here. Clap. All right, let's see what's going on here. See what's going on. Leads. Ooh, more lead stuff. Base. E. Placement. Where have I gone wrong here? So the drop here. So I need to take this stuff. So I do want to match this up with the other bass, but that's track 12. I'll just put this on track 12. This one's gonna take some time off stream. I knew there was gonna be some like this, but this is just like I'm gonna have to spend time with this. Look how many tracks are here. I want to get this right, but there's just a lot of tracks. I feel like it's just a finished track. I'm just gonna be mixing it down. That's why we need to like for this collab to happen. I'm gonna have to like pick and choose some of this stuff, maybe swap them out for some other stuff. Who knows? Have you ever thought about using Soothe? I have used Soothe, and I took advantage of its 20-day free trial twice. Hey, Xanda in the chat. I did the 20-day free trial on my desktop and then the 20-day free trial on my MacBook or on my laptop. I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, I like Soothe a lot. And another one I like is two different purposes, but they kind of work really good together. There's Soothe, and then there's what am I thinking of? Goldfoss EQ. The Goldfoss EQ and Soothe, two like things that kind of work in real time. Baby got back. Baby came. Baby got back. Did you say you were at work earlier, or you're off work? So the problem with my stream today is I'm hungry and I keep eating crackers. I'm gonna put this box. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna close the bag up. Close this box. I'm gonna throw it on the side of the room. All right. I'm gonna take a drink of water. All right. Did that. Right. All right. Gotcha. I work earlier in the day, and this is like kind of my evening thing. I eat on stream all the time. I mean, I'm kind of worried about the microphone picking it up, but I'm also just kind of have a hard time working when I'm eating and chewing and talking at the same time. All right, I'm getting situated here. It's been a good stream so far. We're 6:17. It's an hour and 17 minutes in. I kind of remember that when you just said that. I didn't like pull up the full entire memory, but I was just like, when you said that, I was like, I think I know. I think I've experienced that, Bandit. All right, so all stream long we've been working on this track it's a collab between Guild and Mr. Fox as of right now. Me and Mr. Fox and I. Let's get correct here, I guess. Thing is, I'm realizing this is like a full-on track. I'm just like putting it together. I'm gonna feel like his demo is like gonna be way better than, of course, what I threw together here, and it's gonna take me a lot of time. I'm gonna have to route all this stuff. I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm gonna turn all these into simpler loops for sure. You better believe I'm gonna take all those little bass parts and turn it into one loop, and make this a lot simpler and compare it and make it similar to the other track. So I'm trying to keep this simple, not like super crazy like this. This is like some tech house stuff for sure. Look, I pulled all that in. Let's go back up a folder. We've got the perks and so we got the drum. The perks and the sound effects I'm gonna leave alone right now. I'm just pulling them from the earlier one. Let's go and figure out what this is. So pre-intro, intro, build up 2, drop 1, drop 2. So we threw all the parts in. That's the parts. That's tech house for sure. And it's the kind of tech house that, you know, tech house sounds minimal, but when you see it produced like this is a lot of parts. Now, granted, it's the way the sample pack was chopped up. A lot of these parts belong in the same mixer track as other parts. That's what I gotta take the time doing. So I just need. It's as simple as matching up the names. It's not as hard as I'm making it out to be. Mr. Fox's has all these samples labeled with the correct name. I just need to name the mixer tracks, and then I got to put the samples into the correct mixer tracks, and then put them in the correct space on the thing. Then it won't be so hard. But then I'm gonna route all the sidechain and everything. The reason why I'm not spending all the time to do it on this template is because this is not my template. This is I brought up a blank one. I just wanted to get the demo. So no worries. Let's now see what this sounds like. This, I believe, is what it's supposed to sound like. This is Mr. Fox's version. And will probably be the version I drop into the spreadsheet pack. Here we go. I like. I mean, Deadmau5 basically really pushed tech house to another level. Not all Deadmau5 stuff is regular tech house though. Some of it's just progressive house, but see how tamed all those samples are together? I just had everything really loud. That's not even the full thing, it's just one drop. I mean, with the right mastering chain and everything, I don't know how this was mixed and mastered or whatever, but this demo worked. Deal to affiliate. And you look at the achievements on yours often. I think the achievement things on Twitch just really makes turns the Twitch channel into like a game and all on its own. Try to get the achievements. That's funny. YouTube slacking on that. They need to get more achievements going. Although, you know, I welcome the viewers to come into any channel they want to come in on. You watch it on YouTube if it's easier on your phone or whatever. Watch it on Twitch, doesn't matter. You can even watch it in Altspace VR. So I stream it into there. Xanda, I know you got a headset yet. When's the last time you went into Altspace, or have you ever made an Altspace account? Young Outsider on the chat the other day jumped in because he's like, I got a headset, and he jumped in during the stream. It was pretty cool. Switch the game. All right, so I'm actually going to pick this demo, the one that Mr. Fox made for the whole pack, and that's what I'm going to drop in the folder, which kind of makes this entire stream a waste of time. But whatever. Sorry about that. Because like I said, I'm going to actually end up routing all these into a better template that I have. And I was doing all this just for this demo, and it turned out we had a demo this whole time. And that's what I'm going to drop into the folder. So I'm going to drop that in there right now. And I'll go ahead and share the link again. For those that are kind of just now tuning in or whatever, we got a spreadsheet for all the collabs. And it's how we're keeping all this organized now. And in the spreadsheet, it has it has links to all the demos. It has the information. Let's listen, since Xandit's here, let's listen to Xandit. Xandit, Fox of Galaxy jumped in on our collab, and the demo I'm about to play, let me save this and get into it. It's just an idea. It was something we threw together real quick, much like I was trying to do today, just to give every project its demo. And so I wanted to do that with yours. So yesterday on stream, we basically did the same thing. But I like it. I like it. It's already given it a direction. We decided to do 174 like we decided to do that one day. But let's use that. But see, this is 174 full time. I would like to also do 174 halftime, which would be nice. More like half step or drum step or whatever you call it. All right, so this is the Xandit Fox of Galaxy collab. Just a few of the samples, just to get something down. We're gonna end up using so many more samples. Let me open up a... I mean, is really not showcasing anything other than a couple of the samples. But this is the direction I want to take it in. Drum and bass, but see, I want to do... No, we did. Like, honestly, yesterday on stream, Xandit, we went through all this stuff, and that's what I was saying. Like, there's so much in some of these packs to use that we're going to really have to, like, go through, take all the different parts, make really nice loops out of them, and finish the songs. These demos are more of a placeholder for the spreadsheet to give us, like, demos, to give anyone that's just getting into it an idea of, like, what direction are we taking the song. So this Zandit Foxa Galaxy collab is going to be basically drum and bass, kind of, I'm thinking. But all those sounds you got, we're going to start throwing all those sounds in here and making the track. You know, this right here is just the drum and bass. So, 174 drum and bass. But see, I got to do something with these drums. That's full time. I want to cut those up and do halftime drum beat, which is real simple to do with the full time drum beat. You can cut up, move the pieces around, move the snare around, and you got a halftime beat. And so we'll take the, and we'll probably even come up with a whole new drum loop for it. But I'm thinking drum and bass for the direction. And then, since you sent me a lot of sound design sounds, I do want to take those sounds and chop them up, much like Mr. Bill or something would, and then throw them in here and kind of just add a lot of delay and reverb, kind of like you hear here. Like a little tweet thing, and then like that little sound that came in and echoed around. We can chop up a lot of the sounds from your pack, put them in there. Yeah, but we made it through every sound on stream of that you sent. There's so much good stuff. Yeah, a lot of these streams are just going through sample packs, which I actually enjoy. I'm like, so-and-so sent me a new sample pack. Let's listen to every sample in the pack. All right. I like that. Okay, so that's the thing. And then if you didn't already save the spreadsheet link, I'll send it to everyone personally. I'm also going to post it in an official post for people, but anyone that wants to follow along, you know, and get involved, there is the link. It's gonna be a public thing. Yeah. There we go. Some collabs and packs will be locked and closed off, and that's just based on the agreements and stuff people make or whatever. So yeah, I guess I should throw that out there. Any producer that's like, yo, I want my collab sample pack locked up and don't want people to join, let me know. Although I recommend people for these collabs to think community. Don't, you know, this is not about like writing the first big hit. You know, this is more about let's create some samples, have some fun, and share them with the community and like make a community sample pack. So that being said, don't send me any sample that you think is going to be your like future and secret sauce and you don't want to give them away, because I really want the sample sent to me to be public to everyone that wants to get involved. But that being said, some samples won't be, I guess. So just let me know. Just let me know. I don't know. Let me know. This is pretty cool. I got that demo. I'm gonna drop that demo in the pack. So see what we got going here. The spreadsheet. These are on the spreadsheet. These are all links. So save the spreadsheet if you haven't. It's all links to the folders. So on Google Drive. So I'll just open up a Google Drive here. Let's do that. Here. You gotta switch. Oh, all my emails. No. All my emails. Those are all public emails. I don't care. I network a lot. Okay, so I go here and then I go here. Got this folder, season 1, for all the first collabs, and I got sample packs. The sample packs will fill up with a loop pack for each collab, and then tracks. Your pack is so nice. The problem is all the ones still on the left channel. I'm gonna it's not a problem. I'm gonna resample them over to the mono. But if you want to finish your pack, like the quotation is being finished, of course you'd want to sample those over to mono, so you don't have to worry about doing it later. Get everything in mono. I like, you know, left right speaker, not just left speaker. But they all sound so good. Like, I mean, I was saying on stream, I don't know if you caught the stream yesterday at all, but like when I was going through the pack, I said multiple times that I do think this is your best sample pack that I've heard. I haven't heard your packs individually, but I've heard a lot of your music. I would say though, just listening to the samples, like I was sitting here thinking, I was like yesterday, I was like, wow, these samples are so high quality. Like they're really, really good. And I started thinking, I was like, I wonder what is this, you know, I've heard a lot of your music, but I haven't heard you make anything with these samples yet, and I'm wondering what they're gonna sound like when you're done. Because, you know, I mentioned that yesterday on stream too. The trick is not ruining any of the samples with the mix. You know, you gotta, samples are all so good on their own, but of course you can't just leave them on their own. But just kind of gotta leave so much space in the mix that all the characteristics of the individual samples shine through. You know, that's the trick using those kind of samples. Reverb is, even though it sounds nice, sometimes just gets in the way of all those nice sounds. I like a really dry mix sometimes when you're really trying to show off some sounds, and then the reverb can be spiced in with certain sounds, not all the sounds. I like that kind of stuff. That's kind of what I'm gonna do on the collab. All right, so all right, I'm just trying to get this demo in there over there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this folder, open up the demo. That was Mr. Fox pack, and the demo was in here, right here. I'm just gonna use the demo Mr. Fox sent because it already sounds way better than the one I did today. But when I'm done with it, since I really want to still make it like a collab and not just a track that seems pretty much finished, I'm going to make a lot of space for a third person to come in on that collab, I think. So that demo is being uploaded to the folder. Every one of these other demos, again, they're some of them are literally just a loop. I consider it a placeholder just because I am a completionist and I like, these things to feel complete. So like there's a demo in every one of these folders to at least give some kind of idea of what the track might sound like. As in, for example, like Blaze and Miros or Jazzernato's sample is just a nice saxophone loop, but it's just gonna be way different when it's done. All right. I'm working on Node. Oh yeah. So Zen is saying it's definitely subtle in the beginning, but it starts introducing that noisy sound design I've been playing around with recently. Yeah, I like it. I like your sound design a lot. And we read your we read your bio on stream yesterday because Fox Galaxy was like, Xander's bio on SoundCloud is so true. So I was like, oh, I can't remember what it says, and I went over there and read it. Uh, I'm all yeah, it is. I like the way you see music and the way you see sounds and sound design and what your kind of mission is. And it's kind of also good to put that in your bio, kind of like stating like, hey, I know what my music sounds like. You don't have to tell me, kind of statement. But good stuff. I'm excited we're doing this collab. Fox Galaxy jumped in on it. Thing is, you sent plenty of samples, like a lot of these people. But so Fox sent some nice little subs or whatever. But I'm gonna use a couple of those subs. But I'm gonna do most hot and heavy on the Xandit samples on this one for sure. Because as we named, as we named the first collab that we're doing, Airtime, Fox Galaxy is getting plenty of airtime and will get plenty of airtime. So those are gonna be some hot and heavy Fox Galaxy collabs as well. And speaking of that, Fox, you've sent me so many samples already. We've got a couple of collabs coming from just your packs you've already sent me. I think it's gonna come. They're gonna be multiple Fox Galaxy collabs. And that's the way this is gonna end up happening a lot of times. There's gonna be multiple producers on multiple collabs, and there's gonna be just way too many samples to use. I'm gonna be like, okay, I've got way more samples than I need. Let's just find the best ones and finish the song and move on. And you don't always have to send me more samples. If we just think about how many samples I don't use from previous packs, we just need to dig in deep and use as many samples that and just kind of just whatever. And you'll see after I get everything in the loop format, like I keep talking, I want everything in the loops. We're going to be digging into old loops that never got used and easily throwing them into new collabs because, uh, you know, software makes it easy to do that. So a lot of these packs, even after the song is done, even after the collab is done, the pack itself will be sitting there with loops in it that never necessarily got used in entirety. And if we're ever like digging deep on a collab trying to find the perfect sample, we should just dig into old packs and just maybe bring in a producer into a collab they didn't even realize they were gonna get sucked into. It's like, hey KP, we just used some samples from your pack. You're now on this track, kind of thing. So it's fun to think about what we can do. And it says the game is going to be more of a reflection of my own journey. More over MPA. I like that. First of all, I do consider you and think of you as basically just one of the OG longtime member of MPA, which is Music Production Arena. But now, I hope everyone's realizing that with the brand change. There's going to be an official post coming out soon. Music Production Arena, brand change. But still Amino. So for those that show up on Amino and post on Amino, you will get your stuff featured. I think I think over 100 things. I know we're gonna make. I was joking around yesterday that I had to buy a separate hard drive just for Fox Galaxy samples. But you're also sending really quality stuff. Some stuff is just like okay, just normal stuff, but some stuff in your packs are actually. I'm all like, okay, this is secret sauce right here. And you'll see me if I hear a sample that I think is secret sauce, I kind of move it over. I move it to another spot in the mix or the project so I can remember to use it because there's secret gems in all these packs. MPA Xanax says MPA Bullet Hell will be getting a large update sooner or later. Yeah, that's the game Xanax been working on. I think about it all the time when I play those style of games in VR and stuff. Xander, let's meet up in VR sometime. We don't have to like meet up just to hang out or something. Let's do a project. You know, let's do a music thing or something or whatever. At least meet me in alt space so you can save the virtual worlds uh to your favorites. And there's a studio, recording studio there. It's real nice. All right, so I'm gonna look one more time at where we made it through this week and kind of gather our accomplishments of the week on this. I think we did really good. It was mainly on. I'm gonna jump into the stream. No one in there. And let's go to main menu, world. I'm just gonna go to the studio. This is not my studio. This is a friend's studio, but I've been telling them I'm gonna hang out in the studio. This is friends of mine in there. They've got an event kind of team here called the Flock, and they've got our studio, virtual space studio. You can come here and literally work on music here. For those that have VR, you can literally type. I mean, it's really just for a gimmick and having fun. But what I mean is, you can be here. I can put Fruity Loop. I can put FL Studio on this screen, and whatever I have on my desktop gets mirrored into this virtual world, like I do. And there'll be people in the studio with me, and you can be like literally putting on a production, like in the studio virtually. So, anyways, that has a VR set because I know. I'm saying this because I know Xanet does. Come by, save the studio to your favorites. Meet me in the studio sometime, and I'm going to be doing a lot of VR content in the future. Like actually, really a lot. You know, I'm doing this whole VR series on some of my other channels, and I've got every musical app I can find figured out and downloaded, and I'm like trying to like ride this whole wave of like it's not really even a wave. Every app's in this stage of like development. You know what I mean? It's such at the brink in the beginning of this like VR thing that I got all these music apps. They're all like buggy and glitchy in their own little way, but in the same time they're really neat. And I'm going to be doing a lot of those videos on Saturdays here on the stream. So if those that want to see that kind of stuff, tune in on Saturdays. I've got one planned for tomorrow. Today's Friday, of course. Tomorrow's Saturday. I've got something really neat planned for tomorrow. I bought a MIDI loop pedal kind of thing to help out with the whole thing, and I'm going to be doing a demonstration tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. And again, this is Alt Space VR for those that are curious. All right. Yeah, I come in here sometimes recast the stream right here just to play it, and people stop by to rewatch it even. So, all right, let me leave that up. This is we're streaming live, by the way, every day into this. What I was saying, so we're streaming on Twitch, streaming on YouTube, and we're streaming into virtual space. About to get out of here, guys. I'm just actually reading some text messages. Remember that I'm gonna have to split soon, probably about 10-15 minutes. But for those that are curious, all our links are on top of our channel. Those that aren't a member of our community, please do join our Discord and follow us on the other channels. And those that, yeah, you see here. Dun-dun-dun. Yeah, every let me awakens Dragon from me. Yeah, no worries. I kind of like more trying to get the point across that for those that are curious that I try to make things routine. So if it doesn't work out now and you can't find time now for these kind of things, just know that I'm trying to make this routine. So there's always chances in the futures to A, join a collab, B, meet up in a virtual space, or C, co-host on a stream. It's just opportunities that I'm trying to line up for the future of MPA, like I've always tried to do. So it's kind of like that's why I'm making everything Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Collab season 1. There's going to be a season 2. There's going to be season 3. So that means if you can't do it now and you want to get involved with it, there's always going to be a chance in the future. As long as I, hey, take care, Xandit. Well, you'll see you around. Message me back in chats about the collab if you have any ideas about it. Okay, yeah. So I'm just letting people know that there's always a chance in the future. If you can't get involved now, you can get involved in the future. And I'm just trying to grow this stuff, not just do it a one-time thing. So, all right, let's hope this. Yeah, for sure. I was already thinking that I want to do mini collabs. We got a couple other people from the community that also do stuff, and I want to rate each other's channels. Some of the achievements are rating channels. So I mean, it's like easy. It's like I mean, it's like 200 times, but only with two members. Like I could raid your channel with just two, like me and Fox, and or someone could raid your channel a couple times, 200 times. I mean, not all at one time, but just over a period of time. So that'd be fun. Uh, I was just working on. All right, Xander, though, if you're taking off, I will definitely see you around. I'll be taking off in about 10-15 minutes. Um, Fox, I was just working on lo-fi dubstep. Lo-fi anything is where I'm at right now. I love lo-fi. I want to mix lo-fi with retro wave. Basically, make just like lo-fi stuff that I don't know, just the B-side cuts from the 1980s that never made it out, kind of things. All right. Got some messages. I'm not gonna read them here. Then. Let me open. Let's get okay. That's enough of that. Let me just actually leave there. I don't promote it much. That's why there's not many people there. I used to feature the events there, and we would definitely get more people there. But the thing is, it's just a screening, so it's really not kind of VR event a lot of people are used to. Most events there are like interactive, like open mic nights and comedy clubs and other things like that, and people engaging with each other or parties, lots of parties, dance parties, DJs and dance parties there a lot in the VR. It's really easy to be, and I'm not gonna say easy, but it's really nice to go try to be a DJ in VR. You can get a lot of parties. You can throw your own parties, but there's a lot of other people trying to throw parties and they want to DJ there. And DJing into VR is actually really fun because again, you just put your little virtual character on stage and you take your music gear, send it in through your audio card and all that stuff. As music producers, we have the gear already. A lot of these DJs in there, they're trying to figure it out. They're like, "How do you do this? How do we do this? How does everyone DJing?" And like, I got in there and realized like, well, it definitely helps to have like external sound cards and computers and software and stuff and DJ gear. But um, yeah, so you never really thought about it. It's definitely something you get worth getting into. I think virtual space DJing and stuff because believe it or not, there are quite Burning Man. For those that are familiar with the Burning Man festivals, they held the actual Burning Man in Alt Space VR 2020 because of the global situation. So it's a serious thing, and big name artists go through all the time. I watched Calvin Harris in there. I've watched uh, multiple people in VR just in that space there. So it was neat the way they bring in the hologram versions of them and stuff. How does on TJ collab with Retrograde? I need to. Well, it's Full Mana. I collab with his Retrograde character, I guess, but Full Mana, his other character, his stuff is doing good. Have y'all checked out Full Mana's latest tracks, which is Retrograde from the community? Really good stuff. I'm a true fan. I'm no joke. I was a true fan of Retrograde before I even joined the community or nothing. So I mean, like, that is cool. I would like to see uh Retrograde stop by and say what's up. That'd be cool. Okay, we're just babbling. Kill the time. I know because I'm just gonna check one more time to make sure we did end up with a demo for each one. So let's see here. Uh, community so project. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which track did we not end up with a demo for? Okay, so let's look at the spreadsheet. No. Okay, so we got that one. Got that one. Got Basegenic. Got the Zandit. Send me all the lo-fi samples you come up with. I love that lo-fi. I say send them all to me. Send me the ones you want to send me. Send me all your samples, everybody. I want everybody's samples. Um, Zandit, Foxic Galaxy, KP, Young Outsider. Which one I did not do? So I did Young Outsider. DJ Shadow Wolf. Did DJ Shadow? DJ Shadow Wolf sending me a new project because DJ Shadow Wolf did a new mix down on their track. You got everyone. Why I got 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I didn't put that other one in here, didn't I? Oh, that's why. I know what you're saying. I didn't name that other one and put it in here. Let's just move that over. So I can go back to that other folder. This one, I'm just gonna. Where is that? Where's that? Fox, Project 1. Cut and paste it to that other folder. And I'll rename it, of course. So, Guild. A little early, but those that want to start thinking of artwork concepts for the things that we were trying to release these albums. I'm not trying to talk. I don't want anyone to like start thinking money and stuff. We're not talking about money and crazy splits. We're talking about community fun projects to release on our SoundCloud. Just show off fun stuff. So if anything happens magically after that, I say magically as in like record labels offering us a deal. That we'll worry about that later. Let's just have fun with it. And anyone starts thinking of an album, it's going to be MPA community collabs season 1, something along those lines. If you want to think of another working title to go underneath it, subtitle or whatever they call it, go for it. But think of artwork or anything, and we'll just start gathering a lot of artwork. Hey, you. We're talking about 060821. There now. Okay, so I kind of want to swap that back out on the Google Drive. I didn't have the right name on there. I'll just rename this. Let me take this. Copy that name over here. Hit rename. That's all the name. Album art. Album art. Oh, album art. For a second there, when you said I got everyone, and you have album art, I thought you came up with a name for the title of the album, and you took the initials from all our names, and I was like, wait a minute, this ain't right. We're missing some names, and those aren't the names. Okay. I don't know what I'm thinking. Getting late. Late in the stream, that is. All right, this is fun. I did enjoy this week. 3 weeks in a row. I just want to be happy, and we also accomplished things. So we accomplished the start of the whole project starting 3 weeks ago. Which, by the way, everybody, I did this just because I really wanted to keep this organized. I went back to the YouTube. So go to our YouTube channel, and on the YouTube channel, if you go to the channel, you got playlists. So all the other production streams, I basically unlisted them. They're still there if you want to find them. You just got to search for them, I guess. But I unlisted them all, and then I made a playlist for all the ones for this collab. So you can go all the way back to the beginning of the series if you want to really like figure out like if someone else in the future, just think potentially in the future, listens to the album or joins, you can potentially go back and watch season 1 because I got it now playlisted, and that started again 3 weeks ago. At the same time we went to 5 days a week, so we started doing the collabs. So that was the beginning of this new series. So they're always gonna be here on playlisted on our YouTube. So you can go like and follow the playlist and stuff like that. And because of that, so as we finish the project, we wrap all the collabs up and finish the album, then we'll come out with season 2 and stuff. So that'd be neat. And just another place to follow it. So, anyways, it's pretty good that we started that 3 weeks ago. We started doing the full-time collabs. Now, 3 weeks later, we got 10 basic things started. There's plenty of room to join for those that still want to join the collab because we can fill these up with more people. And it doesn't have to be 10 tracks. It can be more than that. We'll make the tracks like 2 minutes each or something around that, like the trend is, and we can fit more on the album. Let's just keep the album about 60 minutes, or less, 59 minutes. Let's keep it at 59 minutes and just fit as many songs as we can. There around 2-minute songs on there. So do the math. That's 30 songs, I guess. No, that's not. That's insane. I can't do that many. Let's do around 12 at the most tracks or something like that. Let's try to group people up. Let's limit what we have going on here for each season. And if you want to get in on new tracks, fresh tracks, let's just wait for season 2, if anything. Let's plenty of room to join here on season 1. But I already know there's a couple more collabs I want to start, so it might end up being 12. Maybe it's 16 or whatever. Who knows? Maybe I'll make retro wave. I love the retro wave stuff. To make true retro wave, though, you got to make the synths sound like they come from analog stuff, so that's tricky. Eventually, Fox, what you can make instead of sending me samples all the time, we can make a shared sample folder that you can just upload to, I guess. I want to just make. I'm not gonna make a community one because anyone could basically go and delete everything, which would just ruin everything. But in between individual producers, if y'all are gonna be sending me samples all the time, what we need to do is just make a shared link, something that we can share. And you can. What I mean by that, you just drop samples into that Google Drive. I can have access and I can pull them out. So, we just need to, you start dropping them into a folder that I can pull them out of. You don't have to always send me a link, and I can just check your folder. So anyone who wants to do that, it'll make things a lot easier. Just make a sample folder that are designed. You'll always throw the samples for the collabs into that folder and just grant me access with my email. The guild leader music at gmail.com. Grant me access to your folders, and you don't have to send me links all the time. You can just grant me access, and I can just look into your folders whenever I want and take samples at my choosing. I try to make it sound like I'm just stealing all your samples. As okay, so fun. It really is fun. Okay, so it's really fun. Great week again, everybody. Tune in tomorrow if you want to check out some VR stuff I'm doing, or you can watch the replay if anything. I'm gonna be messing around with a program called Medulia Studio or something like that, and I have all that. You can open up a bunch of MIDI instruments basically in the virtual world, and I linked them all to FL Studio. So if you type in just VR Studio apps, you'll start seeing things. But thought you would. Virtual. Can't spell right now. Reality. Can't type virtual reality VR app. There's a bunch out there, and I've kind of looked into a whole bunch of them. Surprised I can't find the one I'm looking for. Anyways, I'm gonna be experimenting with it tomorrow, and those want to stop by. I have it linked to FL Studio, and then I made a template in FL Studio, like a looping template, where I can pull up a whole bunch of different instruments on different channels, and then on those different channels, I have linked to different channels inside of FL Studio, of course, and then I have different routings and stuff. So if I click on my apps here, library, let me one of my monitors been off this whole time. Oh well. My bad. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I wasn't doing much on the other monitor today. Anyway, so some of these apps are the ones I'm gonna be messing with on stream. Some of them are really fun. This Electronauts, super blast, but that's mainly just remixing other people's songs. There's like a bunch of big name tracks and stuff in this app, cut up into different slices and stuff, and you can like, I don't know, it's just fun. I'll probably play with that sometimes. If I don't get copyright strikes, I don't know how that works. There's a bunch of like actual tracks in there. Medulia Studio is the one I'm doing tomorrow and messing with later tonight even. Medulia Studio, I have a link to FL Studio. It's pretty neat. Kind of basic looking, but it's really fun. I have it linked to a bunch of instrument stuff. And basically just can hit loop, and I got a looper pedal to loop thing. And then this one right here is my favorite one, Virtuoso, because it looks amazing. You can also link it to FL Studio, but it runs my CPU super hot, my GPU and all that. So I don't know. I just got to get a better computer, I guess. But this one, kind of hot, runs my computer a little hot. So it's never caused a problem. So I can probably still do some streams and videos with it. But it's yeah, you link these pads, you can link all these instruments to MIDI stuff. So, and they design it to be done that way. So they know they want people linking it to FL and Ableton even. So just a little teaser for those that want to come in on Saturday and check out what I'll be working on. I'll be doing some fun stuff on the weekends. There's a couple other music apps here too. Probably won't be doing any gaming. I hardly play the games myself. I honestly get motion sickness in VR easily, so I can't play too many of the games where you're running around because I'm just like, oh. But the ones that you could stand still and just do stuff, I'm all about that right now. So, all right, and I'm gonna take off. So thanks everyone for checking out the stream today. I know we didn't do much. We did kind of mess around. Now we do have all 10 demos on the spreadsheet. So I'm going to call that a great week, accomplished week. Other monitor here. Trying to start off the spreadsheet and my other monitor wasn't even up, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so got the thing complete. Now the next step is the loops in all these packs. And I'm most excited about that because that's my favorite style of production. Is loop production, and I don't mean just taking loops and putting them together. I like making loops myself, and then taking those loops and mashing them together and DJing with the loops. If people are familiar with the launch pads and the Ableton style of way of looping, and even FL Studio has loop performance mode. I'm talking about you throw a bunch of loops together in different racks, and you trigger different loops at different times, and you mix all that stuff together. I love that stuff, and I'm excited to get all our content for the collabs in loop format, so I can produce the way I'm and perform even the way I'm used to doing it. So I'm excited for next week to get all these packs populated, and that means we're gonna go through all 10 of these and render out loops, but not just render out the loops. We're gonna process the loops, and y'all can send me more content for new loops, and you can process the loops yourself, whatever. But what the goal is for next week is to make loop packs for all these links here, and get that. So then also then the loop packs. Then from there we'll move on. So that's next week's goal. If anyone wants to start working on that, by perfect loop I mean just perfect loops. I'll drop in some of my loops to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna hit, and these aren't okay. So I'm like loops as you get from Splice, loops as if you would bought them from Loop Cloud or you bought them from Splice. They're already perfectly cut, and they're named, and they're organized is what I mean. So if anyone wants to do that kind of work themselves, it's not necessary. That's not what I'm asking for. You can send me whatever. I don't mind, because I like making the loops myself. But that's the format I'm going to get all of the loops and samples in at some point. So my samples, if you look at my collected loops, and I just open up like one of my folders, look at this format of mine. I know it's a little obsessive. It's just a little obsessive, but if y'all just look at what I did to mine here on this screen, make it bigger. I have a label to let this is the samples drums. Do the BPM next, and then if this was a sample like a chord or bass, you can see here it's BA for bass, BPM underscore key. I do that on every single one. Y'all don't have to do that, but I'm saying this is basically the format I'm going to put all the loops in. But it's because then you can go and put them through folders like this. Loop Cloud will analyze it, the name. Doesn't even have to analyze the picture. Loop Cloud will read the name and put it in the correct tempo and BPM. So this is what I do. I go BPM underscore key, and I put the label at the beginning to keep it alphabetical ISO based. And then the name, and then I date every one of my samples just to guarantee a unique file name. I mean, likelihood of you getting two samples is kind of slim these days, but it just happens a lot. Two names the same. So to keep that from happening, especially with resamples, I put a little date at the end of every one of my samples. So I'm just throwing that out there. Go ahead and send it to me. I'm gonna tap out of here to leave this right at 2 hours. We are at hour 59 minutes and 37 seconds. Thanks again, everybody, for coming by. We'll see everybody next week on Monday to community collabs. See some people tomorrow if y'all want to stop by and check out projects I'm working on there. Definitely always contact me in the Discord or in Amino or any of our social media apps, and I will be tuning into the main chats more often. That is my promise to everyone. Thanks again, and goodbye for now.